Teaching kids to appreciate family traditions. Family traditions are the special moments, customs, and values that bind generations together, creating a shared history and identity. Teaching kids to appreciate these traditions can help them feel a stronger sense of belonging, instill values, and nurture a positive self-image. However, in a world that's constantly changing, with technology pulling children in different directions, it can be challenging to ensure they understand the significance of family traditions. Here's why it's crucial to teach kids to appreciate these practices and how parents can foster this appreciation. Family traditions often include activities like holiday gatherings, special meals, annual trips, or small but meaningful rituals that have been passed down. Each tradition carries a story, a lesson, or a value that gives children insight into their family's heritage. For example, some families have a tradition of preparing a particular dish during celebrations, teaching kids not only the importance of food in their culture but also the joy of working together to create something special. Whether it's baking cookies together during the holidays or telling stories from past generations, these shared experiences become memories that children cherish and revisit as they grow older. One way to foster appreciation for family traditions is to involve children in the planning and preparation. Let's say your family has a tradition of decorating the house for a certain holiday. Allowing kids to take part, maybe by making decorations or choosing where certain items go, can make the experience more meaningful for them. When children have a role in the tradition, they feel a sense of ownership and pride. They aren't just passive participants but active contributors. This involvement makes them more likely to understand why the tradition is important and to continue it in the future. Another key aspect of teaching children to value family traditions is sharing the stories behind them. Explain why certain traditions started and what they mean to the family. Maybe there's a funny story or a lesson learned associated with a family practice, like a memorable Thanksgiving mishap or a long-standing birthday ritual. These stories make the tradition more relatable and help children see the continuity between past and present. Kids love stories, especially when they involve family members and personal experiences. By weaving family history into traditions, you give children a sense of their roots, which can be a source of comfort and pride. Consistency is also important in establishing a deep appreciation for family traditions. When traditions are upheld regularly, they become expected and anticipated events. Children begin to associate these moments with positive feelings, such as excitement, love, and belonging. It doesn't mean that every tradition needs to be extravagant or elaborate. Simple, consistent actions, like Sunday dinners or bedtime routines that include family stories, can have a profound effect. Regularity turns traditions into something special, a stable part of a child's life that they can depend on, even as they grow and change. As children mature, it's also essential to help them understand the values embedded in family traditions. For example, a family tradition of volunteering or helping others during the holidays teaches compassion and community responsibility. Through discussions and reflections, parents can connect these actions to broader values, helping kids see traditions as more than routines but as meaningful expressions of what the family stands for. A tradition isn't just an activity, it's a lesson in values like respect, kindness, and gratitude. It's equally important to be open to creating new traditions as a family grows and changes. Some traditions may need to be adapted or modified to stay relevant or to include everyone in the family. For example, if a family relocates, they may not be able to celebrate a holiday in the same way as before, but they can create a new version that respects the spirit of the tradition. This adaptability shows children that traditions aren't rigid but can evolve, just like families do. They learn that the heart of the tradition lies in togetherness and shared experiences rather than in the specifics. Teaching kids to appreciate family traditions isn't just about preserving the past, it's about connecting children to their roots, creating memories, and passing down values. When kids learn to value family traditions, they develop a deeper sense of identity and belonging. These practices remind them that they are part of something bigger, a web of relationships that supports and guides them. As they grow, these traditions will be a source of joy, comfort, and wisdom that they can carry into their own families someday, continuing the cycle of connection and love.